All right, welcome back, guys. So I'm here in the driveway. We've got the camper set up here, and I was going to try to retape these seals that I have on the side here. At one point, I had purchased a tailgate seal kit that came with a bunch of weather stripping, and it's self-adhesive on the back, and it just kind of worn off. At the current moment, it's pretty old. It's 2015, so I had grabbed some double-sided tape, and I was just going to clean this off and retape it. Well, this used to go all the way around here, and it is missing down here. I don't know how long it's been missing, but you can see the crease in the carpet here is pretty dirty. Let me go ahead and try to get this handle out of here. And it's windy out here, guys. I apologize. Here you can see it just velcros down. And you can see where it used to be on here. So what I picked up for that, because I couldn't find anything that I really wanted to use locally that was like this style, I found this. And so this is expanding foam. It's a weather seal, and it'll expand to 1.5 inches square. I believe this is 1.5 inches, so it'll be that square. The issue comes with that as I move the tailgate up and down, it obviously moves a lot right here, which is probably why, here I'll show you that, which is probably why that other one came off. You can see it kind of ran right along the ridges. What I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to pull the tailgate off quick. It's really easy to take off. And I'm going to wipe this down, and I'm going to go underneath here a little bit lower, and it should work out fine. And then I am going to just pull these off, clean them off, and run some sticky tape on the back side of it. I'm not going to take my time to try to remove that. It would ruin this one, and I think we can get another couple years out of that. So yeah, let's get after this. Let's get this tailgate pulled off. So you just have your straps over here, and then if you get the tailgate at a certain angle, it should just slide one way and then pop off the other way. Just don't drop it. I'm gonna go try to set it down in the grass. It's been a while since I've had it off. Trying to, I don't remember exactly how this works. Yeah, it's supposed to just slip off of there, but I think it's a little crusted on, so I'm gonna spray some penetrant on it. Let's hope that takes effect pretty quickly. It says it's fast acting. All right, there we go. I took a little bit of work with the pry bar, and I'm gonna have to clean that off. It's kind of crusty, but I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe this down and try to get all the dirt nasty off there. And we'll stick that piece on and let it start expanding. Should have probably just washed my truck, as it's been a little bit of time since I've done that. All right, I've wiped it down pretty well. I mean, you can see that it's kind of crusty in here. There's some overspray from when I did like some rubberized coating on the bottom years ago, and there's kind of overspray from that all over the place. But I think the reason the other one didn't stick very well is because I went across this gap that's not at all smooth, so the adhesion wasn't great. I'm gonna run it basically right underneath that gap. I'll probably run it down here and then all the way to the edge Yeah, and I'll let that kind of hang there as a guide a little bit, but let's go ahead and stick this on. I don't know how quickly this is going to expand open, but we'll see. I mean, if it lasts for a while, it lasts for a while. I honestly don't know when I lost that piece, but I think it has been quite a while. This is 8 foot long. Potentially I could redo it all with that. Let me get a tape measure. It would be really close, but I might be able to actually redo the whole thing. I don't know how well it's gonna seal up there, but we're just gonna start at one end and go across the bottom. So if anything, it'll be 3 pieces. And just so you know, the packaging does say that, how long? Foam tape may take up to 1 hour to fully expand depending on the conditions. So it'll take a while, but it's supposed to puff up quite a bit. And it is very sticky. I don't know if I should be stretching it or not, but not really stretching it. See if I have enough. I think I might. Not quite. Not quite enough to go all the way up on both sides. I did cut it a hair short over here, which is kind of a bummer, but let's just go ahead and try to retape these. You can tell this is an entirely professional repair job. See how well that sticks for redo. This one seems to be stuck a little bit better. I need to tear it. All right, there we go. These have been flopping around for quite a while, so it looks good. I don't know, it may be time to replace these, but if I can get this winter out of them, if it works, I'll still have a little gap here. I looked all over to try to find something that has a flap that I could fit inside of this channel, so that has a little rubber flap here, but I'm not finding anything. I may need to look online. Couldn't find anything locally to replace these side strips, because I do have a gap here, and I would just leave it long and let it kind of flap down, but we'll see how it goes. This side's good too, all the way up to the top, and this is slowly starting to expand a little bit. You can tell over here more, just a little bit. And actually, I believe it says you can, for faster expansion, keep warm before use. If desired, apply heat from a hair dryer to installed material to accelerate expansion. Don't know if I have a hair dryer, but we'll just leave her for a few minutes and see what it does. All right, so this is expanding quite a bit, but I went ahead and popped my taillight off over here. This one has been giving me some issues, and it's intermittent that it won't work, so I was just gonna unplug it and put some dielectric grease on the connector, but I went and pulled this out of here, and let me see if I can hold the camera. Just let this dangle a little bit. Look at this big chunk of rust. Oop. Look at this. Just part of the truck. Big hunk of metal. I don't even know where that came from. Don't even know where that came from. Maybe up here. Yeah, I think it was a piece of this just fell down. That's terrible, y'all. Welcome to the Midwest. Just a clip type plug, I think. Yeah, it's pretty corroded in there. I don't know if this is gonna help. Of course, me touching the bulb is not gonna help, but it's not broken. I don't know if I have any grease. We'll just have to look. Might just have to get a new one. So the inside of this connector here, I don't know if this camera's gonna pick it up very well. Pretty green and nasty there. You might be able to see it right there. Try to get some of that out. At least where it's gonna connect at. So you wonder how many of the other connectors look about the same. Take some of this. Scoop it in there. Oop. Might have been too much, but we got some in there. I don't believe this has to go in any certain direction, so maybe it does. I don't think so. I don't know if I've ever replaced the taillight on this thing. No. All right. See if that works. All right, we're good to go on that. Go ahead and just put this back together. I've given this some time to expand. I think it'll fill that gap. I'm going to go ahead and put a little grease on here and try to stick the tailgate back on. I go ahead and attach this first so I don't drop the tailgate completely. This may take a little effort. Let's see if we can pry from this side. There we go. Well, it fills the gap nicely, and it's not even remotely fully expanded. You can see just a little gap of light there maybe, but it's still, like I said, it's still expanding. So you can see how much it rubs and moves on there. So it might end up tearing it off. And there you can see it right there. And it's pressing, it's fully sealed when the tailgate's closed. You can't even see the gap from the inside. And these are all right. You see, I still have there's still a small gap from the inside up here. But if you drop the tailgate, you can see on the tailgate there is an actual little piece that came with the original kit that I bought. And I've also gone over this before, but I'll show you real quick. The kit that I bought came with little foam inserts. Just a quick tip before winter, I guess. The Silverado trucks have gaps in the bed sides in numerous different spots, like right in the middle and in front. There's these holes that are then completely open to the outside, and it came with foam blocks to shove in there and block those holes up. Plus I've also put some tape and stuff on here, some foil tape. So that's what I've kind of done to seal this up. Hopefully this is a little bit better, and that bottom seal should help quite a bit, and it helps to not get dust in the rear end. Obviously it's good for airflow, to not get cold at night, but I also, like I said, need to figure out something that's wider that I can put in the gap that's on here. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and close the video out there, guys. I know this is probably pretty quick, and it's fairly simple to do. You can pick this stuff up from a hardware store, or just Google search tailgate weather stripping or tailgate seal for your truck, and there's probably numerous different companies that have it. I don't remember which one I bought it from, it's been so long. But yeah, I'm gonna get this carpet folded back down, and then I'm gonna get headed out and do some camping. So take the time to do this if you haven't. It helps a lot. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.